clear about maybe 5 feet along the perimeter.
We're going to build a jungle hooch right here behind us.
Survival shelter.
We're going to clear the area first and then we'll get constructing.
We got a narrative for us, Alberto. Tell them what we're doing.
Okay, I'm kicking the hell out of these guys. Hey, just kidding.
I like this.
Yeah.
I can hide it with Ferdinand. So far, anyway.
Okay guys, so what everybody's doing here today is that we're doing a jungle survival shelter. And as you can see, we got our platform going. We got 2 beams going lengthways and another 2 beams here, one here and the other one there. And we're in the process of wrapping and securing the beams with jungle vine. As you can probably tell, fighting cordage in the jungle is no issue since it's just pretty much everywhere. But obviously it just takes a lot of work just to get this thing done and cutting the trees with the machete. But so far it's looking pretty good. Right now we're going to start, cutting enough logs to make a bedding. And over there we got plenty of sweet palm, which is going to work for our bedding and our roof. So I got Matt here. Matt here from the Arkansas Sigma 3 School. Ralph. And
Arkansas.
Jason here from Colorado. Any comment, guys?
Huh?
Jason, any comment?
Awesome trip. Having a good time. Jungle's no joke.
How about you, Ralph?
Awesome, man. Can't learn this stuff in the city, that's for sure.
Hey, Matt.
It's good stuff. Like Jason said, it's no joke. It's good training, and you never know where you find yourself in the world. So always learning new skills,
Yeah, well, it's tough work, but nonetheless, this is world-class jungle survival training.
That's right.
It's no easy feat, but if you get it right, you put your time into it and your work, it will pay off for sure.
Absolutely.
Pays off big time. It really does.
There you go.
Then you gotta add for how long it's in the ground.
So this is our progress. Started with the bedding. Made a Y stick to help hold down the platform. Here they are doing the second Y stick. Any comments on this?
I think it's going to be very secure with all the reinforcement that we're putting, everything from the Y sticks to all the vine that we're putting. I think you can sleep multiple people on this thing.
Yeah, we should be able to put 2 or 3 people on here. I mean, it looks like there's a lot of wood around us, but a lot of the stuff is unusable because it's got thorns on it. So we got to walk a little ways every time we want to get a tree. So there's quite a bit of work into this, but it'll be well worth it when we're done. Get us up off the ground, away from the creepy crawlies.
So we got our logs laid out, and then with all the jungle vine that we procured, we're doing a running hitch to secure all the logs in place. We're spacing them out a little bit because the sweet palm is going to provide for the bedding, so we don't have to get as much logs and cut as much trees. We just get enough of what we need. And I mean, that jungle right there is good material to work with, guys.
Good stuff. This vine is really
Good stuff. It's almost like, it's almost like a 550 cord or 275 cord. Pretty strong. I mean, you got to pull on a lot to break it.
So Jason here was kind enough to procure us a little bit of harder palm so we can get a light snack. Now he's going to start the process of scraping it and getting to the good stuff.
When you skydive, your main rig has a release, and there's like 500 pounds of tension on that, but then it goes to another ring, which is 200 pounds, and it goes to another ring. You know what I'm saying? Back in the 50s when they were doing parachuting and shit, they found out when the parachute would go like this and somebody would want to release, there was too much tension on the first ring. So they put more rings in, it's a 3-ring system,
they put more rings in so there's less tension to the spring, and then it just goes. So that way you be on the back of this doorway.
This stuff, this tip right here is edible too.
The greatest. Looks good. Almost looks like an Indian burial.
Little snack while we're working on the shelter. Heart of palm.
Gun? Oh, it's good.
Good stuff, heart of palm.
Alright, here's Matt. He's going to test this bad boy out. Tell you what's going on.
We just got this structure finished, and so I weigh, I don't know, 245, 250. So I don't think I weigh any more than that, Ralph. I'm at top 900. So anyways, I think around somewhere 240, 250. Who knows, being out in the jungle. So we're gonna test it and see if it'll hold my weight. If we did our job right, then it will. If it didn't, this will be great for YouTube. So anyway, let me just take the blade off my hip. So if it does crash. And it feels very sturdy. Like, yeah, I wouldn't be worried about this thing at all. And that's pretty legit structure. So there's a little bit of wobble, but you're gonna expect that with any kind of primitive shelter. But this shelter's go, man. This thing's good to go. This thing's gonna hold some weight. I would say you could comfortably sleep 2 people up here side by side and not have to worry about, you know, the weight or the space on here. So it's good stuff. We did it right.
And so you can see we got it lasting here all the way down on that side and all the way on the other side. We're not even close to, well, we're close to done yet, but we're take those leaves, we're going to spread them across the bed here for a little bit of padding. That's why we got such a big good gap. We didn't have to cut so many trees. And then we're going to put a roof on the top to protect us from the not rain that we have right now, but we'll probably have some later tonight. We got a big log we're going to baton in half. So we made a wedge, but Matt's batoning it right now. I'll go over here and film it and check it out, see what we're doing.
See, this thing is really hard on the outside, but smushy it's smushy in the inside and hard on the outside. Just keep at it.
There's your wedge right here.
That worked good.
So we've made some more progress on the raised bed, the jungle bed that we've made. So now we're putting in the roof structure, and then once we get this finished, then we'll start thatching the roof to make it waterproof. But it's definitely a process, but this would be a really good solid shelter that you could live in for a while. This is probably not something that you're not going to go to this extreme if you're just passing through and continuing to travel on, because we're putting a lot into it. But we're kind of going a little bit above that to kind of show you can make a nice place out of just your natural surroundings here in the jungle.
Esta caña, a ver si nosotros ponemos la mano aquí, hacemos aquí, pero esto es diferente, ¿eh?
Es una técnica diferente. Es una técnica diferente. Estaba vacilona esa.
Y hay otra, hay 4 formas.
Hay un montón de hacerlas. There's a lot of different ways to do this. Yes. See, that's looking pretty good from underneath.
Yeah, it looks great.
It's pretty good.
Take you to the bottom side of this. You can see we got 2 boards here. They're about 2 inches apart. That gives us something to pinch in there. And then these guys go underneath here. Just block off this side. Be nice when the rain comes. We're looking forward to rain right now because it's probably about 90 degrees with 80-85% humidity. It's pretty hot. There's no wind. You
You
see,
the way we are rigging this up, this is pretty much going to be a waterproof shelter. The way these palms are weaved in, if it rains and it pours down, no problem.
No problem at all.
Yeah, no problem.
so here's our final product for this shelter. We wove the leaves through, the palm leaves, to make it waterproof. We put some leaves on the bedding here to make it waterproof. You see these aren't real tight together, just enough to hold our weight, and then this will fills in those gaps. This is a long-term shelter. It took us a few hours to build it. Something that you're not going to complete just passing through. So if you just want to do something real quick, this is not the shelter for you. Let's see. Alberto was telling us that if you have a lot of bugs, you find a termite mound or a termite nest. You take the termite nest and put it up underneath here, catch it on fire. The smoke will rise around because this will block the smoke out, and it'll basically give you a smoke wall to help keep bugs out. But you know,
How many hours would you say that we have in this shelter?
we probably have a good 4 hours.
4 hours.
with,
And that's with 5 guys.
5 of us working on it. So this is not something you're gonna
So that's
do.
20 man hours.
Yeah, 20 man hours. You know, we were kind of taking our time working on it.
If,
but
for example, if you're making like a one-person shelter, if you're passing by, instead of shooting 2 beams from a log, I would shoot probably 2 beams using this tree and that other tree, making like less of a space. But then again, you invest a lot of time looking for a tree this big, so it's wide enough to hold a person. And then as far as roofing, you'll probably do only like 30% of this roof, you know. So I mean, still, if you're doing like a one-person shelter, you know, you still have going to invest about a good 3 to 3.5, 4 hours maybe. So that obviously limits your walking time in the jungle if you have to do like shelter on a daily basis.
yeah, so make sure you stop and give yourself enough time. If you're trekking along, stop and give yourself time to build one of these. Beauty of this shelter, we're up off the ground. We got a roof over our head, so it keeps the bugs off of us and it keeps the water off of us.
Yeah, if you can, you know, perhaps take a close-up, and you know, the roof itself, if you look at it from underneath, you can definitely look, this thing is going to be waterproof. Not a drop of water is going to get down through there. And that's the good thing about this material. It's really good, really waterproof. We have been using this for our dinner plates as well. You know, eating rice and shrimp out of this thing. And you know, the sweet palm here in the jungle is one of those things extremely useful that, you know, once you know what to do with it, you can do a lot, and you know, it will save you a lot of time and energy.
All right. Anything else, Jason?
Oh, that's it. If you want to learn how to do this stuff, Sigma 3 Costa Rica, come on out.